another video. So today's video is a little different from what I usually do, but today I will be reviewing all North American servers, and there's just one server I will not be doing is MapleStar. But yeah, MapleStar is the only server I will not be reviewing today. So I have made this video for the purpose of helping other players find their perfect server, or just to show you guys what servers to avoid and what servers to go to, or if you're looking for a server in particular, such as a few different things. Let me list them out real quick. And the first category that we will be looking in is dressage clubs, or just clubs in general. Best servers for RRPs, biggest servers, smallest servers, and servers with most drama and toxic players, best servers for making friends, and best servers with the most activities, such as flat shows, jumping shows, hunter shows, and fox hunts. Also, guys, just a quick disclaimer, I am rating these servers off of my experience with them. Some of these servers I have spent a lot of time in, and some I haven't. Some of these servers might have changed since the last time I visited them, or some I could have misjudged and are different from what I got from them. But most of these should be pretty accurate. I also have asked some players in the servers what it's like, and I have taken note from them. So if some of these seem different from your perspective, please do not criticize. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So, best servers for clubs and dressage clubs in this case, we're going to do Nightstar. Nightstar is the biggest North American server there is, and there is so many options for clubs here. Like the minute you get on global, there will be like 10 different clubs to pick from, adding a whole bunch, like so many. Like there's every club you can think of: dressage clubs, hangout clubs, jumping clubs, role play clubs, and so many more. And they're all so cool too. There are so many options for whatever your liking is, and it's not hard to find a club that you are looking for. But I would say the majority of the clubs are dressage clubs and hangout clubs, and most of them have been using like the app Dusty, I guess, but there are quite a few who aren't. So if you're looking for a club that is not using anything like a chat out of Star Stable, there are plenty that are not, and are only using a Star Stable chat. So that is really cool. Next up, we have Hazy Galaxy. This is probably second biggest North American server, and I would say that this server is perfect size for not too big and not too small. It's Nightstar is definitely a lot bigger. It gets very laggy at times, and Hazy Galaxy, it's probably perfect, but I have heard that it gets pretty crowded and laggy sometimes too, but it's great. And there are definitely a lot of hangout clubs, there's a few jumping clubs, there are also a lot of dressage clubs. So yeah, just another option. Next, we have Cookie Canyon. This server is really quite good for looking for clubs. It's probably just beneath Hazy Galaxy. It's also not too big, but it's a little bit smaller than Hazy Galaxy. And most of the clubs, I would say, they're probably jumping clubs and hangout clubs and a few dressage clubs. Next, we have Raspberry Valley. Raspberry Valley is honestly my personal favorite. It is just a great server with a lot of great people and players, and the majority of the clubs really is just dressage, hangout, and hunters. But overall, it's a really good server for making friends and new clubs too. So also next we have Windstar. Windstar it can get dead sometimes, but it's a pretty active server at the most. I would say jumping clubs, hanging clubs, and dressage clubs too. There also are a few hunter clubs. I would say the same about Raspberry Valley too. Next, we have Frost Valley. This server, it gets pretty big at times, but like a few of the others, it can get pretty quiet at times. But there are plenty of options for clubs. and most of them are jumping clubs, dressage, and hangout clubs. I wouldn't say so much RP clubs or what is it? Yeah, just not really very many besides hangout, jumping, and dressage. Next, we have Poppy Moon. This server is pretty dead in general, but it has a few more dressage clubs, but not so many of the other categories. All right, so the next category we have is best server for RPs. Now, I would say the top server for RPs is definitely Nightstar all the time on global. There are so many RPs happening frequently, so plenty of options for that. There are definitely a few clubs that are based on just our peers. And if you are looking for that, that's the place to go, though it can get pretty crazy and strange. I've heard a lot of different RPs that get weird, but I would say the majority of them are great for someone who loves RPs. All right, next we have Night Sprinkles. This server can get pretty quiet, but it is definitely full of RP people. Next we have Windstar. Windstar is probably known for most of its RPers, so a pretty quiet server at that, but it is good for RPs. Now, next we have Raspberry Valley. I know this server can get pretty quiet, but I would say it is a very good server for our peers, and it has a lot of friendly people all the time. So go and check that out if you're not looking for not too big of a server, but perfect size and not too much of activity, but just like I said, perfect. Next, we have Frost Valley. Frost Valley is, I would say, a very good server for RPs. It is just full of role plays. There's nothing really happening there besides people adding for role plays, though it does get dead sometimes, but most of the time it is pretty active. Next, we have Hazy Galaxy. It's not known for its RPs very well, but it is definitely a good server to look for if you're looking for something below Nightstar, not too crazy, but just good, but still pretty full at times. Just a different atmosphere when it comes to big servers. Hazy Galaxy is definitely one I would go check out if you're looking for a lot of people that do RPs, but not too many at that. All right. So the next category we have is biggest North American servers, and I just have to put Nightstar again at the top. Nightstar is the biggest North American server you will ever go to, and I think it always will be. There are so many players here, and it gets really laggy during the events. Like sometimes I have to change servers when it comes that time when events are here, mostly just the Winter Festival and the Equestrian Festival, sometimes Halloween too, where people are just there's thousands of players on all the time. There's definitely quite a few friends you can make too. It can get toxic sometimes. Like most of the time when uh global is on, there's gonna be something going on. But in another category, I will talk about that more. And the next server we have is Hazy Galaxy. Hazy Galaxy is right below Nightstar. It is definitely known for being the second biggest server. Next, we have Night Sprinkles. Like I said, it's not the biggest server, but it's also not the smallest. Next, we have Raspberry Valley. Raspberry Valley is actually, like, I would say, the perfect amount of players. There's not too many, there's not too little, and they just have like Raspberry Valley has the nicest people you will ever meet. Like they're also welcoming and friendly. Next we have Frost Valley. Like I said in the last category, it can get pretty big at times, but it's also, I wouldn't say dead. I would say it's in the middle of big and small, so I would say it's medium. And next we have Windstar. Windstar is definitely probably on the bigger side. I wouldn't rate it as small at all because it gets dead and sometimes it's active. It's kind of strange, but I would say it's on the more active side. Excuse me. Next, we have Cookie Canyon. I have not heard of very many people going to Cookie Canyon. It's kind of more out there and faded away a little bit. Like, there used to be a lot of people visiting. It's definitely quieted down a little bit throughout the years, but I would say it's on the bigger side. Next, we have Snowflake Meadow. Snowflake Meadow it's an interesting server. There are a couple weird people there, but it's on the medium side, I would say again. Poppy Moon is about the same as Frost Valley, so not too big, not too small. All right, so the next category is smallest North American servers, and I'm meaning like the smallest, like the most dead servers you will ever go to. And the top server that is most dead is definitely Stormy Pear. I mean, I love this server when I want alone time from players. I'm an introvert when it comes to online games, honestly. I mean, I can be friendly when I want to, but when I want to load time, I just go to Story Pair. There's no one there, and when you do find someone, they're really really nice. So, great place for getting some alone time or just filming videos where you don't want to see anyone in it. Next, we have Watermelon Beach. Watermelon Beach it's very dead too. It's has a few more people than Stormy Pear does, but overall a pretty dead server. Next, we have Pumpkin Meadow. Pumpkin Meadow, there's a lot of people who love and they have said a lot of great things about Pumpkin Meadow, though I have heard there can be some drama at times, but overall it's pretty dead. I can say the same about Cherry Island. There's like no one on ever, and yeah, it's pretty quiet. I wouldn't say it ever gets very active. So yeah, it's not too big, not too small, but it's definitely on the smaller side. Next, we have Night Sprinkles. This server isn't the biggest, but it's definitely more active. It's not dead at all very much, but it's definitely a lot smaller than most. Next, we have Freezing Crater. Freezing Crater used to be a big option for clubs a few years ago, but it's really just been forgotten. I would say people have not really rated it the best server, and there's a lot of toxic people on there. But I have heard a few that there's more adult players on it. So just FYI, guys, I wouldn't recommend going to Freezing Crater. I have not met a lot of nice people on there, but I have found a few good friends. Next is Chocolate Cupcake. This is a really nice server. It's I would say it's great for making friends too. I know I'm rating the small servers, but this server it's not on the big side, but it's just right there, like perfect. It's not too big, like not too crowded. It doesn't really get active, but it's not dead. You know what I'm saying? Next, we have Meringue Cloud. This server, I have really heard nothing about what anyone said about it. I've visited all of these North American servers, and I would say Meringue Cloud is definitely it's dead. Yeah, it's just dead as a desert. All right, so next category we have is servers that have the most drama and toxic players. And I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of you probably know that Nightstar is probably going to be the top rated for the most drama and the server that's most full of toxic players. Now, if you're looking for friends, I wouldn't exactly say go to Nightstar, though you can find a couple good friends if you really look. I just don't go on global to look for friends. Like, it's bad, okay? There's always something going on. There's lots of drama all the time, especially at night. There are so many crazy people, and you have to really be careful who you befriend because it can get bad. Like, there are a lot of mean bullies out there, and you do not want to be one of their targeted ones. So yeah, Nightstar is not going to be one of the best servers when looking for a really nice community. Though, if you look hard, you can find a couple rare gems there. And I'm in Nightstar right now, and that has always been my home server. This is where I found my best friend, my bestie, my Pookie, Clara Tiger. She is amazing. Go subscribe to her. I'll put her channel link in the description. It would make her so happy, and it also would make me so happy. She is just the best friend I've ever met. So if you're lucky, you'll find someone like her, a friend for life on Nightstar. Next, we have Pumpkin Meadow. Yes, that's what I said in the last category. Pumpkin Meadow is known for a lot of drama. I wouldn't say toxic players, but at times there can be some pretty spicy stuff that happens in there. I'm just gonna call it pumpkin spice at that. Now, next we have Night Sprinkles. Yes, it's small, but it's feisty, okay? It is an interesting server. I would say there are a couple toxic players there, though I would not go there to look for friends. It can get a little weird at times. I wouldn't go there. It can, yeah, the drama is pretty frequent. I wouldn't say like as bad as Pumpkin Meadow and Nightstar, but it is definitely on the more toxic and most drama side. Now we have Cookie Canyon. Yes, Cookie Canyon is known for drama, okay? There's always gonna be something going on, though it can get dead, but when it's not dead, there's gonna be some drama. Now, I can probably say the same about Snowflake Meadow. It's it's bad when it comes to drama. Like people get bad. Okay, I'm just going to say that cuz I could say a lot worse, but I'm just going to leave it there. Moving on to the next category, we have best servers for making friends, and I have to put Chocolate Cupcake as the top server for making friends. This is a really, really nice server. There are so many sweet people there. I actually, when I visited to go and review this server for this video, I actually met 3 new subscribers, and I'm just gonna give you guys a shout out. So shout out to Hadley Antcake, Anzia Eastbrook, and Ruby Applechild. You guys were so sweet to me and welcoming when I was there at Chocolate Cupcake. Thank you guys for being so sweet. So yeah, guys, this is a really great server for making friends. A lot of people are really easy to find, and maybe you want someone to go train with or just someone to hang out with in general. Chocolate Cupcake is definitely the place to go. Next, we have Windstar. Windstar is full of really sweet players, and it can get dead, yes, but when you do find people, it's really easy to find really sweet players that just want to hang out with people. Next, we have Poppy Moon. Yes, Poppy Moon is a very, very nice server when it comes to looking for friends. Though, if you're looking for just one friend that you want to go and hang out with, not just like a whole group of friends, Poppy Moon is there for you because it's dead, yes, sometimes, but it can get pretty full too, and it's a great place for making friends as well. Next, we have Meringue Cloud. People were so friendly there and also very welcoming. I think it's a really great place to look for a group of friends, though it can get dead at times. Next, we have Raspberry Valley. This is like a really, really great place when you're looking for a big group of friends to go and hang out with just a bunch of your besties. Yes, it is such a good server. Definitely, I would say a go to when you're looking for, like, if you're recovering from some drama at Nightstar, for example. Like, you're done with toxic people. Don't just give up. Okay, go to Raspberry Valley and try it out, please. Like, people are so nice there. Go and check that out. Next, we have Frost Valley. It is probably not very active either. I wouldn't say it's toxic at all, but there can be some people that you have to be careful who you befriend. But overall, it's a great server for making friends. Now, it's probably strange for me to put Stormy Pear on this list, but like I said, it's the most dead North American server you will ever go to. But when you do find a player, they are so nice. Like, I've met so many new subscribers there because they're just so sweet. I've met so many good friends, and they're definitely a place to make for friends for life. Just one friend you want to hang out with always. They're going to be there for you. Stormy Pear, it's just, it has a special place in my heart. It's definitely just my comfort server. Okay, so the next category is best server for activities such as flat shows, jumping shows, hunters, and fox hunts and rolls. Oh, and also I forgot to add trail rides. In Nightstar, there are so many. So, top server for when you're bored, it's gonna be Nightstar always. There are so many things happening, and I would say probably the top thing that happens is role plays, though flat shows are very, very frequent. There's never one day that they go without one. There are a few trail rides occasionally. I would say the same about jumping shows, and hunter shows are, I wouldn't say rare, but they're uncommon, but they do happen occasionally. Now with fox hunts, I have seen a few go on and off throughout the months. There are occasionally some here in Nightstar, but it's very, very rare to see them. I would say Pumpkin Meadow, when it comes to activities, there are plenty of flat shows at Pumpkin Meadow, and they're sometimes big, sometimes small, but in Nightstar they're big. Like, I mean big. So yeah, if you're looking for a server that's really just for flat shows, it's gonna be Nightstar and Pumpkin Meadow. Okay, so next we have Hazy Galaxy. There are a few flat shows and jumping shows, and quite a few RPs as well, so I don't think that you would get bored there either. Now, next we have Windstar. This server is probably known for its flat shows and role plays. There are plenty of people who host a lot of flat shows. It's crazy how much flat shows has gotten so popular. Like, I've not really known of them since I moved back to Nightstar. There are a lot of servers that do them, and Windstar is definitely one of them. Next, we have Poppy Moon, and Poppy Moon has quite a few trail rides. People love their trail rides there, and there are a few flat shows, but not so much of other things such as jumping shows and rolls. So yeah, it's just really just known for flat shows and trail rides. Next, we have Cookie Canyon. I can say the same exact thing that I said about Poppy Moon. There's nothing really else happening besides flat shows and RPs. Alright, guys, so that was the last category. I really hope this video was helpful for you. If you're looking for a certain server for certain things such as clubs or just new best friends to ride along with, this is what I made the video for, to help you find the perfect server, what servers to go to, and what servers to avoid. Alright everyone, that is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. It means so much to me and also helps grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!